Hey everyone, I am back again, and I posted this. I really wasn't planning on posting, but it's just been a lot of things that's been on my mind, and really I just need to get these topics out because it's a lot of just craziness going on. Just a lot of confusion and chaos and madness and a lot of deceit just going on. I feel like it wouldn't feel right for me to just continue to see it and not say anything about it. Um, and you know, if you truly have eyes to see, then you would already know, or you should know, that I've literally been experiencing Yeshua, Jesus. Um, I've been walking with him, talking with him, and he's been exposing some things to me. And, I really don't want to get into all the prophesying and things like that because, I don't have the proper, there's a lot of people who are just so hell bent on, people wearing head coverings and all this stuff. And what I have to say about that is you can't just walk the walk, you have to talk the talk too. And if you've seen some of my previous videos, you already know how I stand on the male and the female roles. I feel like, because like I said, since Eve ate of the fruit and convinced Adam to eat of the fruit, I feel like Adam, our men in general, have had this kind of stance like I'm superior and you're just a whoremonger because you convinced me to eat of the fruit. But I can give you an example. Like, that's like your child getting in trouble, right? For, let's say, he stole something and it was him and a group of friends. And, they get in trouble or whatever and you find out. And, the child says, it was them that did it. It was, they convinced me to do it. But, as any parent would say, but what did you do? What was your part in it? So I think that's kind of like the thing that Jesus has been showing me. Is just like, men, you have to take responsibility for your actions, just like Adam needed to take responsibility for his actions. It's just like, yeah, Eve tempted you, but did you go ahead and do it? Yes. And that's not to blame Eve. You need to take responsibility for your own actions. You ate of the fruit, and it was because of your lust, your problem, your sin. And so you really need to, that's what men need to really be accountable and taking responsibility of. Because in these end times, God is not playing around. He wants his people to be ready, and fully cleansed from all their sins and all their wrongdoings. Eve was taken from Adam's rib. And that's not to say that Eve is less than Adam. That's just to say that Eve is a part of Adam, is another part or another aspect of Adam. They are both equal. They do have their separate roles individually, but when you combine those two, they are supposed to come together and be, an even better being, But I think it's not right for a man to say, I'm way up here and you're right here. That's like Adam saying, I'm way up here and you're right here. How where's the progress? Where's the growth? When it really should be like this. You're here, I'm here, we bring all what we have together and we become like this. But what I'm seeing a lot, especially with this so-called Israelite nation, and I just want to say, a lot of these Israelites that are saying they're Israelites, I don't truly believe that they're real Israelites. They came into that whole Israelite belief, some of them, a group of them came into that because they saw that this 2/3 was really basing their whole faith off of hate, off of just this one group of people being the ones that are going to dominate everybody else and rule over everybody else. And if you also see it too, because they also treat their women as if they're a lesser being. You know, you see that, and that's not what God has intended. And you can say that I'm wrong on this all you want, but I know what I know. I know what God is showing me, what Yahweh is showing me. And what he's saying is his true intent is for woman and man to be equal to each other and coming together to make that one equal part. Just like back in with Adam and Eve. Eve was taken from Adam's rib. So why would you want to place a woman here and then you be here? And then not only that, you don't want to just have one wife, you want to have 3, 4, 5 wives. That's the spirit of lust, honestly. And I'm gonna just leave it there. You know, you tell me if that makes sense or not, because to me that's making a lot of sense, unless, you know, I'm really hitting a nerve and that's angering you because it's true. What's another thing I wanted to say that's really just bothering me? Oh yeah, like I was saying with the Israelites, there's a whole lot of Israelites that's not even Israelites, but they're claiming to be Israelites because they see that this part of it is basing their whole faith off hate, and that's not what Israelites are supposed to be. And a lot of times there's a lot of real true Israelites out there that don't even know they're Israelites, that believe they're Christians or don't believe in anything at all. So you can't get too caught up in these, you know, these hardcore so-called Israelites that they don't even know who they are. You know, they just know they're mad, they're angry, and they want some type of reparations for, you know, all the hardships they've experienced. But they don't necessarily, they're not at the real point where they want to blame it on God. But they are very vengeful. They hold a lot of hate in their heart for whatever reason, and this is just a way to do it without blaming it on God, without blaming it on Yahweh. That's what that's what the Holy Spirit has really been putting into my heart. And you know, I don't have a head covering because, hey, I'm at work, and I literally, let me go see if I have one. So yeah, that's just what Yahweh has been showing me. And then, you know, I really don't, according to YouTube and according to what they're showing me, really I don't get that many views. I don't have a lot of subscribers. But at the end of the day, that really doesn't matter, because I'm doing the will of the Father. I'm doing Yahweh's work. And it's not for my rewards here on earth. I do this for my rewards in heaven, because I know full well if nobody else sees this, Yahweh sees this, and that's what truly matters at the end of the day. But I did want to give a shout out to some people up and coming like myself, who don't necessarily have a lot of subscribers or a lot of views at this time, but I see them and I know that there are some real prophets out here that's putting in that real spiritual work, but aren't getting seen as much. And that is at Donald Jenkins, and I am Hakeem Amari. And they probably won't even see this video, but I just wanted to shout them out because they really are putting in some true spiritual work in there. You can tell. I always like people who don't have a lot of views, who don't have a lot of subscribers, because it shows me that they really care, and they're doing it for Yeshua. They're really doing it for Yeshua, and it's not about how many people see their stuff, how many people like their stuff. It's about their true purpose. And I love to see stuff like that, because there's a lot of, you know, prophets, false prophets out here they'll give you all this stuff. They'll tell you all this stuff about how you should be saving up for, you know, the end times or whatever it's going to come after Biden gets inaugurated or whatever. But they will literally sit there and take your money like it's nothing. They're telling you to save up and buy this and buy this, but they won't say anything. They won't have any complaints about taking your money. How does that work, you know? How do you go from telling people to save up their money and start, you know, really preparing for the end times, and then just knowingly take the money that they could be using for what you've been telling them to do, and not saying a thing about it? That's a wolf in sheep's clothing right there. You can see it clear as day. So that's all I had to say. God bless you all. Pray this message reaches those needing to hear this message. In Jesus Yeshua's mighty name, I pray. Amen. And last thing I wanted to add is, you know, I really hate speaking on stuff because that's just how bad, you know, these false prophets and these men have made it seem like. It's like anytime a woman tries to say anything, it's a woman, you know, it's a whore, you know, it's a this and it's a that, you know, like who's gonna believe a woman, you know? But you know, I've been talking with Yahweh, and Yahweh is just like, this is the time I've chosen you to speak up and really speak for women, because he wants to set all the captives free, woman, man, and child. You know, he wants to set all the captives free, and he is just calling me for this time in this season. And so I got to do what I got to do, whether you like it or not. I'm gonna just say, speak my truth, and that's all I really have to say. God bless y'all.